You're gonna hold my hand, and I'll have to follow and go through this little stick here.
What are we doing?
Take out Dada
Checking on Dada. Where is he?
and wood.
In the woods. What's he working on?
Huh?
Trees.
Tree.
Trees, yeah. Hi, Buggy!
Come on, Buggy.
Hi, JJ. You're coming?
Today's plan in the woods is to look for off-season damage. So we're looking for down trees, down limbs. We're going to clear those off the lines and reset the lines. Very rarely do we get animal damage as far as knocking things over. Typically the deer and the squirrels will chew on the lines because of the sugar inside, but they very rarely will knock the lines over. So we're going to be clearing trees, tightening lines, and setting everything up so that we can get ready to change spouts.
This one had a broken end tree. The little thing is broken.
Yeah.
I'm gonna replace it with this tool.
Puts the T in?
Puts the end hook in.
Oh, okay. Stretch it around. This is what's called an end tree. Not an entry, an end tree. The end of one of these lines. Loop it around the tree to hold it. And then he's going to cut the spout.
Cut the old broken end hook off. I must have missed that one this fall.
So at the end of a season, we'll go through and pull the spouts. That way the tree doesn't stay with an open hole.
And this one was pulled in the spring like it was supposed to, and it healed
And
up beautifully.
it grew closed. So keeping it open is kind of like keeping an open wound. So we really like to let them heal up and close. But like he said, this one must have got missed. But typically, a postseason hole looks like this.
Now I'm gonna put the drop line back on. And it's ready to go, other than it needs a spout change, which I'm not doing on this trip through.
Yep, we'll do that on the next lap through the woods. Fun fact, when Joe's all loaded up with his tools and supplies, his backpack averages about 40 pounds. Lots of falling happens when JJ's with us in the woods.
Dada.
What, bud?
Doing.
Fall down again?
Maybe don't climb on that huge log, okay, honey?
Come here, Bugs.
Can you get this stick off the line? Nice.
So these trees are silver maples. The sugar content on these trees will be 0.6 to 1%. So at 1% sugar content, it takes 86 gallon to make a gallon. We tap them because they're here, but the problem with the silver maple is all they do is seed and seed and seed. And as you can see, they're super condensed.
Is that what all these little things are
Yeah,
down
and they
in here?
basically just kill themselves as they get big. So we tapped them because they're here, but
What is the traditional maple tree
Hard
called?
maple.
A hard maple versus the silver maple?
yeah.
Okay.
So this one's kinked, and it looks like maybe a squirrel or a deer chewed on it. So what we do is we use a pair of square nose pliers. We tear it off, not to hurt the barbs on either end.
Come on, Buggy. Come on, Buggy.
And then we'll cut this guy to length. This is just a drop line. Stay here, bud. Same deal, put it on. Hook to the other end. Put it on. Show the saddle. Happy. I want to show you, this is a pretty neat little tool we use. It's the only one we have. Bug, stay here. Got my pup in the woods with me today. So this is what's called a sap ladder. And sap flows down this main line. Right, we're above Buggy. And it comes here and it deposits into these little cups. So you can't pull sap vertically or in a slope. You have to only pull it vertically with the vacuum. So the sap drops down, and what will happen is one column will take up that sap all the way to the top right there, and then it'll drop into the bottom line, which is your dry or your wet line. Top is dry. So we're lifting sap up out of this little valley here, probably 10 foot. It's a neat little thing. They're not the most effective. We lose some vacuum going through them, but they're cheap, and there's only about 70 taps behind this. So for us to put a lifter in, which I'll show you if you subscribe to our channel, I'll put a lifter in, or I'll show you this lifter, and they're pretty expensive, but they can lift sap 20 feet, maybe more. And that's how we get sap out of places and valleys in the woods, is that we can't get them up out of. So it's really interesting. One of the tools that we have in our pockets that we can use and make work. So
This way, let's go over the bridge.
Oh, creek. Oh, creek.
It's a big step, mister. Woohoo!
Oh.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Dada's coming over for us. What's that?
Go
Is that where Dada lives?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. See her?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you do?